of UK pensioners moving abroad to Europe slows amid falling pound and Brexit. For decades, British expats have moved abroad due to the lure of blue skies, cheap living and low house prices. But, despite an aging population, the growth in the number of British retirees in Europe is slowing. In the boom years of the mid-1990s to 2007s, a strong British economy and a growing industry dedicated to helping pensioners move abroad made emigrating easier. Andy Bridge, managing director of A Place in the Sun, a publishing and events company linked to a daytime television program of the same name, said, "The boom allowed people to sign up to a lifestyle that had previously been the preserve of Mick Jagger and Mustique." But, according to a Scottish resident living on the Costa Blanca, Andy Ormiston, many UK pensioners take up work after finding their savings do not go as far as expected. The blame has been levied on a number of factors, but Brexit has not had a dramatic impact on expats' migration patterns, so far. Some have been put off because of the depreciation of the pound, which is worth 14% less against the euro than it was before the 2016 referendum. But, Roger Bowden of Expat Citizen Rights in EU, a campaign group registered in France, said other people have brought forward plans to emigrate so they can be integrated into whatever system emerges after Brexit. Much depends on the UK's talks with the EU, and a deal provisionally agreed on December 15 would guarantee expat UK citizens the right to remain. However, pensioners who may not have kept up-to-date paperwork could face problems proving their residential history. A report from a Brussels think tank called the Migration Policy Institute Europe said, regardless of what happens with the deal on citizens' rights, there is likely to be a massive increase in UK nationals who find themselves in legal limbo. It is possible many could end up undocumented and lose access to services, or be forced to move back to Britain, according to the report. Economics is the main reason for the slowdown in migration. The economies across the Mediterranean stalled after the financial crash, destroying local property markets. Since 2008, the average price of a house in Spain has fallen by a third. The country is still littered with half-built properties which were abandoned after the financial crash. Many expats have fallen into negative equity and were unable to escape back home. Changes to the UK economy has also had an impact. Rising property prices have meant more young people are living at home for longer. According to the Office for National Statistics, 26% of 20 to 34-year-olds now live at home, up from 21% in 1996. In the years after the crash, expats became more cautious of moving abroad. Britain's Department for Work and Pensions says around 340,000 people living in the EU draw UK pensions. This excludes Ireland, where another 135,000 are based. In 2005, the number drawing a British pension in the four main continental destinations of France, Italy, Spain and Germany grew by 8%. By 2010, the growth rate had fallen to 4.8% and last year it was 0.9%. Mr. Bridge added, "Nowadays you have a better informed buyer who is clearer on what they want, what they can afford and why they are moving abroad." On present trends, 2018 could be the year the population of UK pensioners on the continent begins to decline. In a poll by YouGov for HSBC's expat banking division, 2/3 of British pensioners in Spain cited the lower cost of living as a reason for their move. In comparison, only a fifth of those in France, who were keener on the culture and lifestyle,